Hey, somebody stole my pizza. Blasted turtles. Well, let's see. What's on the agenda today? Oh, yeah. I wanted to kind of do another rant. And basically make my own conspiracy theory. I don't know if anybody else has the same theory, but who knows? Maybe somebody does and they'll make a comment for me. I am curious. My conspiracy is thus. They are trying to destroy anything non-sports related. Here's my proof. Everybody that bitches about, such as Star Trek Discovery, STD, I can't stand Star Trek Discovery to a certain degree. It's entertainment. There's a lot of plot holes. And finding out that it's definitely not canon, that makes me happy to no end. That's my Picard. Or that's my Star Trek. I was looking forward to something that followed up after Voyager. Like a lot of the other guys that have been talking. I would not be talking if it wasn't for the other film trailer that I saw. I am going to remove my censor and just basically call it out as I see it. They've destroyed Star Trek 1. They're starting to attack anime now. This is current. They are going after the voice actors. They can't go after the anime itself because it's in Japan. They find all this that they're trying to do a joke. So whatever happens, if they like cause the fall of the voice actors, it's your own fault for letting them into the building in the first place. For trusting in them to sell your product or what have you. You guys made your bed. Now you guys got to clean your own house. It's not the customer. It's not our job to do your job. We are the customer. And yet, we are being vilified for it. I'm not happy on that. Bored face Brie Larson. I've been doing my own research. And I've been finding out more and more. And I feel very, 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 very wrong-footed for a very long time. For the longest time, I thought that, like, say, for instance, my first personal favorite animated TV series has been pooping on the original for decades. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles April O'Neil was originally black, not a white redhead. In the black and white artwork, they didn't necessarily say what nationality she was. They just basically assumed she was white. No, she was black. And she was badass at what she did. In my opinion, she was the Black Dick Tracy, if not better. After reading those issues, I have become a more old school comic fan. I am not impressed with a lot of what's come out over the years, and even more so now. It's like they ask for $4 or $5 for a magazine that's worth less than the paper that it's being made out of. That's not a good sign, people. At least from a consumer's perspective, my perspective. I am a consumer. A lot of people are saying the same thing. Not cool. Not cool. Comic books are being overridden and changed for their own agendas. Please stop that. Star Wars, it's fallen to the same method. These people that are talking out, speaking out, and they're being called names for it. Shame on you. I have no doubt I'll probably be the next one being targeted because I'm siding with them. These people see the issue. This guy right here, he shows us the proof of what's going on. Toys are being pulled off the shelves because of the fact that they don't like toys. So instead of pulling these toys, they decided to go out and actually bankrupt businesses. This one right here. If anybody does not remember a KB Toys, I feel sorry for you. Because they were the precursor to Toys R Us. They had great deals. And they got their materials for good prices at that time. But then things became lean, so they get help from a bank. Of course, guess what? The banks aren't your friend. 90% of the time, they're out for themselves. And guess what? This particular bank decided to take everything they could take from them, and the company crashed. Guess what? Same company took out Toys R Us. In his terms, there is a toy mass murderer running around free of doing whatever they feel like they want to do because they have the one opinion, like all these other ones that want to mess with our hobbies. They don't see our hobbies as something that's worthy to exist anymore, so they're going out of their way to destroy it and make a mockery of it to where it's no longer sellable. That's what's going on. Wake up. The fandom of all hobbies is being attacked. And I, as a consumer and a hobbyist, feel betrayed by the companies that are supposed to be there to keep us entertained. Whether we're kids, adults, old people, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we are entertained, and we're not being entertained. I don't feel truly fulfilled in my entertainment from you people. Every trailer that I myself have seen without looking at other people's opinions of these things, and their opinions are exactly the same as mine. The only reason I don't put a particular name up on here, because I know for a fact I'll probably get definitely harassed, is ComicsGate. They are speaking truth. If you people that buy products, consumers who like stories and feel that there's something wrong, do what I'm doing right now. I am so out of my loop, and I don't care. I am going to speak my mind. And, within the past 3 years, things have disappeared. Bookstores, first, within a year. And then, within the following 2 years, both of the local toy stores, Toys R Us and my local toy store that has been here for 2 generations, they couldn't keep up with the Diamond requests, or whoever they were getting their distribution from, kept up, 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 up. Bad business sense. Geeks and Gamers says this all the time. I do have him up here. Hey! Here's another dude who speaks sense. The Umbrella Guy, he sees through the holes that they are trying to plug and give it up. We see through the stupidity, and we are going to call you out. I call not for violence, but for words from any and all hobbyists to speak out and say your piece. Because right now, I have a feeling 2019 is going to be a very bumpy year for hobbyists. And I'm beginning to think I should start digging to the center of the earth and hiding in the same bunker with DVD Overlord. Because I don't see why he would want to take over the earth when it's so full of idiots that are following the norm. And I'm not talking to the hobbyists right now, or the geeks that are like me, or anybody who does not seem to understand common sense. I'm talking to those who just want to see our fandom burn. You're not going to win. Because no matter what you do, even if you succeed in making these companies collapse, when the copyrights end on those franchises, we will probably buy out those contracts and make our own films. We are patient lot. And if you don't like the film that we make afterwards, then don't buy it. Or TV show. Or toy. If you don't like what we like, then leave us alone. Let us have what we want. Is that so much to ask? This is how I'm going to continue ending all of my videos. And I hope I don't get too many people get cranky with me because I like these. But I'm going to do it. Good evening, true believers, Whovians. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you till all are one. With great power comes great responsibility. Turtle power! By the power of Grayskull. Thundercats, ho! I am a super otaku. A jack of many trades. Bids you good evening.